down. Like. Like. All right. I don't know what happened, y'all. I don't know what happened. If y'all was in on the first one I tried to do, I don't know. I think the Dallas Cowboy fans was hating on me, so they tried. Yo, that if y'all to get up in here, take a seat. You know we got to speak. Come on now. Where y'all at? Who up in here? Where y'all at? Yo, that. What's going on? We got a couple of things we got to talk about. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. Got a lot of things on my plate, a lot of things that I gotta do, but I also gotta talk to you. All right, Kevin Patullo. Now, first of all, I'm gonna start this live off by saying my fresh fact. My fresh fact of the day is, yo, that what's going on? Yo, what's going on? That's my guy, man. What's going on, Joe? What up? Yo, that what's going on, man? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. Got a little Hollywood for your boy. How college going? You still out there? You still out there? Call my phone, man. I ain't holler at you in a minute. Uh, so fresh fact of the day is, yo, the Washington Commanders old as crap. They old as crap. I don't know what they think that they doing, but I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know. I know y'all ain't winning the division. I know y'all can't beat us, especially in the NFC Championship. Belt the behind, belt the ass, all that. But yeah, they old as crap, man. I mean, picking up Von Miller, me personally, I wouldn't have been mad if we went out and got a Von Miller, but obviously the Philadelphia Eagles don't feel as though we need Von Miller's services. They probably feel as though Von Miller need our services. We the ones that won the Super Bowl. We the ones that put belt the ass in the NFC Championship. We the ones that put belt the ass in the Super Bowl. We the ones that are favored to go back to the Super Bowl, and respectfully so. Even though a lot of people don't get our guys ranked. How the hell? Hold on. Before I talk about Kevin Patullo and Vic Fangio and how I feel about this coaching staff, how in the hell can we be a super team when you got AJ Brown number 5, you got Jalen Hurts number 9, you got Devontae Smith not even ranked in the top 10 or none of that. Saquon Barkley, he's probably number 1. That list ain't come out, but we already know how that's going to be. Dallas Goedert probably won't be ranked. The offensive line, it was a couple snubs on a Pro Bowl and an All Pro last year, but we some type of super team. Riddle me that. That don't make no damn sense to me at all. Can y'all hear me? I see y'all dropping out like flies. We good? Been too long. Man. Glad to see you doing good. We definitely gonna chop it up soon. Hey, I'm ready. Whenever you ready. I took a little hiatus off, man. You know, a lot going on with my son and all that, and just life, period. You know what I mean? But I'm back like cooked crack, man. I'm back like cooked crack. I don't get it. I really don't get it with these situations on saying we a super team, and you got a situation to where as though we had a new defensive coordinator, we had a new offensive coordinator, right? We had Mekhi Beckham, who nobody wanted, and even talking about the older guys, AJ Brown, he was traded for. That means the Tennessee Titans was done with him. Donald, yo, that means that they was done with him. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at the players that been making plays on our team, Zach Baum, the Saints was done with him. Saquon Barkley, the Giants was done with him. So we gotta, and this might sound crazy saying it, but it's the truth. If you look at it, you got a bunch of misfits, but they fit with the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts, a a round 2 quarterback, and it's crazy because the more that I think about it, more and more that I dive into the situation, I understand it now. You know, everybody else on that top 10 list that ESPN put out, everybody else is a first round pick. From Patrick Mahomes to Baker Mayfield. You know the only one who wasn't a first round pick that was in there? Ding, 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 you got it. Mr. Number One, Mr. Jalen Hurts, Mr. Super Bowl MVP. The only one. The only one. But that comes into the question that I want to ask y'all. We a super team, but the media picked against us each round of the play. Thank you. Thank you. I forgot to say that. That's facts. So coming into, what was it, the Green Bay game, media picked Green Bay. They said we wasn't ready. Coming into the the Rams game, people picked up. And I'm tired of, let me say this, y'all. As Philadelphia Eagles fans, we cannot put up with the saying, oh man, y'all was one pass away. Y'all was one pass away from not being, from not going to the NFC Championship. That's bullcrap. Because for real, Vic Fangio and we're going to talk about Vic Fangio today. Vic Fangio at the worst time decided to take the pedal off the metal. We was putting belt to ass. It wasn't like they was doing nothing special or nothing different. Vic Fangio was playing a prevent defense. I don't know why, because we was up 2 scores. They went down, they scored real fast, and he still came out. So that was on Vic Fangio. But for real, when you look at it and when you really break down the play, yes, that guy was open. But was he going to make a touchdown? Don't know. We will never know. But what I do know is we Super Bowl champions. What I do know is we put belt to ass. What I do know is them guys went home. Them guys went home. It took some of that snow with them, and hopefully they sprinkle it on the fires that was going out there. And I ain't trying to be funny, but it is what it is. They don't like us, but we don't care. All we gonna do is keep winning. It's a Philly thing. Super Bowl champions, 5 Eagles. You already know all that. We don't care, but I gotta defend my team, because when you got a quarterback like Jalen Hurts, he not gonna go out there and defend himself. He just gonna do what he do. But when you talking about your guy, oh no, I got all the smoke for y'all. I got all the smoke for y'all, because it's getting to the point that they try to make all these excuses for everybody the hell else. Everybody else. They want to talk about Joe Burrow, and it's crazy. I ain't even get to my subject yet, because we always go down this damn rabbit hole. But I gotta do it. They want to talk about Joe Burrow. Oh man, his defense, he put up 5,000 yards, and his defense this, and his defense that. But when our quarterback had the 32nd ranked defense last year, everybody was burning Jalen Hurts down. It was Jalen Hurts' fault. It was, oh man, look at what we seen what he did the last seven weeks and yada yada yada. Even in the Super Bowl, yes, he had a bad phone. Yes, it went straight to the defensive player and they scooped and scored. But other than that, he was flawless. You know who let him down? The damn defense. They couldn't stop a nosebleed with a towel rag. They couldn't. They couldn't stop a nosebleed with a king-size blanket. That's what happened. But y'all want to make these excuses for Joe Burrow for not for not making the playoffs the last 2 years. It's so funny how you can make an excuse to somebody, but when somebody else does the same thing, it's like, oh no, it's his fault. You got to pick a struggle. What is it? Is the defensive fault, or did the quarterback just not play well? Because I'm going to come up here and say, when my quarterback don't play well, y'all all know, man. If y'all been following me and y'all been looking at the channel, y'all know how I get down. Yo, Hurts, what you doing? You gotta play better. What's going on? I'm a big fan of the Eagles season. Better Eagles kickoff. Yeah. We're gonna talk about that. Probably not today. I hold no punches. Anybody can get this smoke. If you're doing bad, I will tell you you're doing bad. But I am not going to sit here and watch the Super Bowl MVP get slandered and talked about, they make excuses for everybody else. But we got a super team, right? Not understanding that last year what Jalen Hurts did was remarkable. Let's don't forget he beat Lamar Jackson. He beat that was this year, but last year he beat Josh Allen. He beat Patrick Mahomes. This year he beat Joe Burrow. He beat Lamar Jackson. So in the top 4 guys that y'all keep talking about, in the last 3 years, he has beat Patrick Mahomes twice, once in a regular season, once in a Super Bowl. He outplayed him 3 times. The 3 times that he's seen him, he outplayed him. He has beat Joe Burrow, outplayed him. He has beat Lamar Jackson, outplayed him. He has beat Josh Allen, outplayed him, even though that was a fingernail biter. It was a hell of a, it's one, yo, for real, if all y'all got time, go back to that game last year with the Bills and that overtime win. Them dudes I got respect for Josh Allen. Them dudes was going toe to toe. They was. But my guy came out victorious. He walked in the end zone and told them dudes bye-bye. But they don't talk about that. They want to talk about 2 MVPs for Lamar Jackson. They want to talk about 1 MVP for Josh Allen. Now, both of them are physical specimens. Both of them got talent. But what matters the most? Is it the talent, or is it what you do with the talent that you have? Because I can go out there right now and go and go pick the most talented guys. But if those talented guys don't work hard, guess what? The other guys that might get picked somewhere else, what they gonna do? They gonna run right over them because they was not prepared, they didn't have the it factor, or they just don't got that dog in them. My quarterback got all that. But y'all want to sit here and talk about every little glitch, every little thing that you think he does wrong. Oh man, Joe Burrow threw for 5,000 yards. Well, you know why? Because he had to. See, the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'll make this segue right into the coaching staff. The Philadelphia Eagles is a smart organization. We're not like we're not like the Bengals. We're not like even Baltimore, because Baltimore had Henry over there and they didn't want to use him as much and yada yada yada. And we went down that slippery slope for about 4 games, and then we got our shit together. So when you look at it, the Philadelphia Eagles are saying, why in the hell would we put our quarterback in situation to where though he's dropping back 40 times when we can just smoke y'all on the ground? Our offensive line loves run blocking more than anything in the world. But see, organizations don't want to do that. They want to say, we paid this guy 50, 60 million, so we got to make sure he has the ball in his hands. Okay. Where did that get you? L Street. Right there, right down Northeast Philly. You was on L Street. And what does my guy? See, ain't no W Street in Philly. But that's where he was at. That's where he was at. But you want to come up here and talk about, oh man, he ain't even threw for 3,000 yards. He had a 2,000-yard rusher. And a 1,000-yard receiver. But go ahead. Y'all keep on keeping on. All right, Kevin Patullo, are you ready? Because we know how this has been going. Offensive coordinator after offensive coordinator after offensive coordinator. Now, you've been here the whole time. You done seen 2 Super Bowls. You've been under Nick Sirianni, and you've been waiting for your turn. It's your turn. What you gonna do with it? The debate right now on IG and ESPN with would rather be the best player in the NFL as the MVP. Best player in the NFL, the MVP. NFL Super Bowl, they're saying rather best player win the MVP. I almost lost. Man, listen, anybody that say that is losers. And shout out my guy, man. Shout out my guy. Make sure, yo, you keep changing your damn name. Can you stick to one damn name? Shout out my guy, EC1212X. You keep changing your damn name. Stop changing your name, man. I be trying to shout you out, but every time I look at it, you got a different damn name. That's my guy, though. I be talking shit to her. He be talking shit too. Make sure y'all go to his channel. He be talking ish. He be snapping. He be snapping. Shout out to him. But I'm not entertaining that because you want to know who's saying that? A bunch of losers. A bunch of Chase Daniels. A bunch of, what's the dude, the Cincinnati wide receiver that was talking all that bull crap? Paul Pierce not a loser, but Paul Pierce is delusional, man. He on some other stuff. I don't even want to get into that. You say you messed up. Nah, man, like you always got a whole new name, man. You always got a whole new name. All right. Kevin Patullo, are you ready? Because we know how this has been going. The Brian Johnsons of the world. Kellen Moore definitely did his thing. He was the one kind of outlier with this whole situation, but we seen it. After we lost Shane Steichen, it was like, damn, what happened? I need Kevin Patullo just to do your job. You don't have to get cute. You don't have to go out there and try to win a head coaching job. Just do your job. Listen to your players. Listen to your quarterback. And listen to Nick Sirianni. Not saying that you can't have your own voice, your own opinion, but at the same time, this thing is already an oiled up machine. All you got to do is press the damn switch. All you got to do is press the damn switch. It's that easy. You know how you might buy like a weed whacker or something that's already put together because it was on a display case. So all you got to do is go in and put some gas in it or put the battery in it and turn it on. That's all you got to do. I'm not saying it's that easy, but I'm saying is you probably have one of the easier jobs in the NFL. When we talk about it, we talking about A.J. Brown, Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, Dodson, Goddard. What? The offensive line is immaculate. You got all of that. All you gotta do is turn that little switch. Turn it up. That's it. So yeah, man, that's what I really wanted to talk about. I also wanted to talk about Vic Fangio, and I wanted to ask y'all this. Everybody in the chat, man, let me know. And if you're not here and you watching this on a playback, comment below. Let me know, is Vic Fangio the best defensive coordinator in the game right now? I know a lot of people might say Todd Bowles, but Todd Bowles is the head coach right now. What other defensive coordinator would you put ahead of him? Can you say Spags? So Spags got his ass whipped. Spags got his ass whipped. I mean, it was close because a lot of people were saying, oh, he can't, Vic Fangio can't beat Patrick Mahomes. He can't do this, he can't do that. But what happens when he got a bunch of guys that he can move, a bunch of guys that he can say, yo, listen, jump through that brick wall. But while you jump through that brick wall, make sure you do a backflip. And them guys is going to say, how high? How high I got to go to do the backflip? See, the thing was over there in Miami, and they look so damn stupid right now. They look so damn stupid right now. Calling out him, saying that he's not a good fit and all this kind of stuff. No, it's because he was trying to make your asses work. But y'all wanted to go out there in Miami. Y'all wanted to be at Club Live and the 305 and all that kind of stuff. You wanted to do that. You wanted to party. You wanted to party. Vic Fangio ain't having that. He ain't having that. He wanted his guys to work. That's why you seen Quinyon Mitchell come out and be damn near defensive rookie of the year. You see Cooper DeJean graded as the best slot corner. You see Zach Barnes be an all-pro after being a special teams player in 1 year. You seen Jalen Carter have his best year. Jordan Davis have his best year. N'Kobe Dean have his best year. Josh Sweat, I don't think he had his best year, but he did turn up in the Super Bowl. Milton Williams, they got them guys paid, but you guys wanted to complain, so that's what you get. To me, Vic Fangio is the best defensive coordinator. I mean, when you talk about, hold up, water break. When you talk about taking a 32nd ranked defense and taking them all the way to number one, all the way to number one. I don't know if that's ever been done in the NFL in 1 year. We're going to have a top 5 defense because of Vic. Of course, yeah, Donald. Yeah, Donald. But I can't say it's just because of Vic. You got some players out there, man. I think Ty Robinson, he's going to be a dog, man. I mean, when you look at this kid tape, he is a baller. Who else? The first round pick. Damn, what's my man name, man? Hattie. Jahad Campbell. A dog. They got all dogs over there. And what's going on with Makuba? What the hell's going on with Makuba? Why he not signing? You can't tell me Eagles doing bad business with him. Everybody else in your class signed. The first round pick, the second round pick. What are you doing? What's going on? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But it is what it is. You know, some people, they be having their own agents, and, you know, it be guys that, you know, did what I used to do, and they be out there like, no, man, I can take care of you. I took care of you all these years. I gave you bread in your pocket. Now it's my turn. I got you. Maybe that's not the situation. I don't know. But I do know this. You're the only one that didn't sign. That's a little suspect. So maybe it's not the Philadelphia Eagles. We're not trying to do you like how they doing the bull over there in Cincinnati. So I don't know. Maybe, I don't know what's going on with that. But he need to sign. He need to sign ASAP. Dry that ink up, brother. Dry that ink up. But yeah, Vic Fangio, man. And you know, I do want to say this before I get out of here with the CJGJ situation. I'm saying how we feel. I got no problem with him saying how he feel. I don't think that he's coming off as a liar, because I don't know. But the people that I talk to, they saying different. But I don't know. I can't come out here and say that because I don't know. But what I am going to say is, when it was time to calm your ass down, you didn't calm your ass down. You got multiple warnings, and this is what I'm hearing from the people that I be talking to. You got multiple warnings. You got multiple times, yo, chill out. You're doing too much. You're doing too much with the trying to go at the Taylor Swifts and all of the Swifties, whatever they call. You're doing too much. Chill out. And then going back and forth with the Darius Slay, and then something happened at practice. I don't know. I just know what I seen online. I know you was happy that you won a Super Bowl because you felt as though the Eagles should have never given you up or not signed you in 2024. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I was on that train like, yo, what's going on? What's up with this? But the fact of the matter is, y'all out here trying to act like you was the reason that we was the number one defense, and that's not remotely true. Because I watched your tape, brother. And it's not to come at you because you are a dog. But I seen a lot of plays that you missed. I seen also you was one of the reasons why we lost in Washington, because you couldn't get your stuff together. So you was one of the reasons why we didn't get the number one seed. See, we won a Super Bowl, so a lot of those things get glossed over, but not with me. Not with me. You was one of the reasons why. Because maybe we needed you because the defense couldn't stop a nosebleed with a damn blanket. They couldn't. And they kept getting dog walked and dog walked and dog walked, and we winded up finally losing. But maybe that was for the betterment of everything, because once we lost, I think a lot of people got their ish together. But to say and to try to act like you was the driving force and you was the reason why, no, you can't say that when you got Saquon Barkley, I said Saquon Barkley, when you got Jalen Carter. You can't say that when you got Quinyon Mitchell. You can't say that when you got Cooper Jean. They all played better than you. They did. But there's nothing wrong with that, because you balled your behind off. And I will always respect you as a Philadelphia Eagle. You in the 2 seasons that you was with the Philadelphia Eagles, you went to the Super Bowl and lost, and you won the Super Bowl. It's no coincidence. You definitely was a force. But to say that you was the main guy, nah. We not doing that here. We not doing that here. But I love you though, and I love y'all, yo. I'm out. Yo, that.